So we just thought his prion got killed, all of them. And but I found he has some liver problem and some circulation problem. I was about to do some other treatment, but his circulation is partially blocked on some organs, and I found his energy at the liver, and energy at the heart, and energy at the circulation got blocked. And I found it is another pandemic pathology in 2013. So I'm gonna do the pendulum test once again at the heart area, liver area. You can use this arm to look. Can you do that? Good, because she's taking the video. Good. So that is liver test point, and I'm gonna see. Do you see it's not moving? Do you see that, George? So so you can see this, right? So actually the liver energy is not circulating. That's why the pendulum is stay right there. Then let me check the circulation. You can see that, George? You can? Then use your right hand. Yeah. Do you see that?
Okay.
It's not moving, right? Not moving. Not moving. Let me check your duodenum, your small intestine. Because they are enteroviruses, I'm gonna give the name later. Your duodenum, 12지장, jejunum, 중간장, ileum, the last part of the small intestine. So actually, they infect your whole body. And I found the reason of the infection was the Picornavirus group. And there are several Picornavirus groups. Originally, Picornavirus group, you can relax and you can see whenever I do the further test. Picornaviruses are the very small RNA viruses. And they are the pathology of the hand, foot, mouth diseases, or foot and mouth disease for the animal. And in 2010, the world has the Picorna group pandemic all over the world. And especially it hits the South Korea, maybe at the North Korea same. And actually several million cattle got killed by this. At the same time, the Picorna spread it in USA, and I found it. That's why I developed all those vials, and I found the treatment protocol. So the original hand, foot, mouth diseases name is PICO, means very little. So PICO, PICO means very little. RNA viruses. So their size is about 28 nanometer, very, very small. And originally Picornavirus group are 콕사키A virus, 콕사키B virus, and those two viruses are the viruses that can cause the diabetes, incurable diabetes. Now the other one is Rhinovirus, and Rhinovirus is the causative factor of rhinitis or allergic symptom, upper respiratory infection. And always Rhinovirus goes together with adenovirus. And actually adenovirus is not RNA, but adenovirus is DNA virus, but rhino and adeno always go together. That's why it causes the hand, foot, mouth disease. The other is echovirus. And echovirus inflames your brain skull area and your upper brain part. and your neck part. And poliovirus. And poliovirus, as everybody know, it can cause the paralyzed limb for little children, but it also causes a lot of joint pain, like shoulder pain, hip joint, your knee pain, everything. And the other one is aphthol, A-P-H-T-H-O. Aphthovirus is especially for animal, foot-mouth diseases. But also aphthovirus can infect the human being. So in 2010, all those 7 viruses were pandemic, and it caused a lot of symptoms: headache, dizziness, and allergy symptom, and your hypochondriac, your rib cage pain, your back pain, and your all joints pain, and all the rashes, and all those things. Now in 2013 in December, 2013 in January and 2012 in December, they are pandemic again, but they got developed into more various pathology. Actually, they got mutation with 분야비리데 group, hantavirus, flavivirus, Rhinovirus, taspovirus, and Punyavirus group. And actually, they mutated into littler molecules such as Virions. So in 2013, we have super hand, foot, mouth diseases, or super foot and mouth disease in animal. And that's what he got here. So not in Korea, in USA, everywhere, the super hand, foot, mouth diseases of their Virions and the virus got pandemic. So this patient got all those infection by these, and I'm going to show the pendulum test. You can see, George. So I'm going to put all those virus and Virion test vial on top of the chest. Then it's going to work as like a key, and it's going to open the blocked energy, and you're going to see that, okay? At the liver, he was blockage previously. Let me see. After I put the PicornaVirus and Virion group, super Picorna. You see that? Isn't it wonderful? So actually his liver got infected, and it actually blocked the energy circulation by super Picorna group. Hantavirus also they are in Picorna group, okay? Means very little RNA virus Virion group. Now let me check your heart, means circulation. So his circulation recovers, but there's something else, and I have to find that. But before I find it, I'm gonna see all other part. That is your heart. You see that, George?
Mm-hmm, yes.
Good. And previously, your small intestine duodenum, 12지장. Yep, it recovers the circular mode. Good. It means your duodenum got infection by the super Picorna. Do you see this B? Okay, now it is duodenum, the middle part of the small intestine. I'm sorry. It was duodenum, that is jejunum. Sometimes my mouth and my tongue go separately. That was duodenum, 12지장, that is jejunum, means the middle part of the small intestine, 중간장, 중간소장. You see that?
Okay.
Yeah. So it means you have infection by super hand, foot, mouth disease. Now that is ileum. It is like last part of the small intestine. And in Korean, we call it 막장. You see that? So actually, this super PicornaVirus group or Virions group infected his whole the trunk area. Okay, now, but your heart has still something else. Let me see what it is. So that is actually circulation. You have something here. You see that? It does not make a big circle. It means there's other blockage due to something else. Let me see what it is. Chagas, your original problem, trypanosoma. So that's trypanosoma, okay? This patient had several times of episode of congestive heart failure. That's why he has to carry the left ventricular assist device. In Korean language, maybe 심장 박동 보조기. Because he had several times of congestive heart failure, and the original causative factor was the trypanosomas. That is protozoa 원생동물. In Korean, it is 파동편모충 또는 연가시라고 알려져 있죠. So that's why now they are active again. That's why it actually interfere your blood circulation. So let me see. So I put the trypanosoma, 파동편모충 test vial on top of the chest, and I'm gonna look. Good. You see this? Yeah. So usually trypanosoma affects the heart and vascular system, and it affects the central nervous system also. But this patient had really long chronic heart dysfunction, and I got one by one, and I got all those causative factor erasing. Look at that. So his trypanosoma, I killed several times of the trypanosoma because he had about 40 different kinds of trypanosomas.